WIFTV PM. WIFTV PM. WIFTV PM.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, or you can find them online at solobeauty.com.
I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. Tax burden of the average middle class American goes way beyond income taxes. There are sales taxes, real estate taxes, gasoline taxes, and many, many more. As an international businessman, I know that by reducing the billions of dollars we give to other countries, we could help fund our own country. We need to rethink our tax laws and lower the taxes for our own citizens.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
I was going to ask you, so growing up, did you ever have an old racist family in your neighborhood? Did you have one live next to you or one down the street? Just somebody's house that you know on the block, you didn't want to go nowhere near that house. The neighbor who was directly behind us had a real problem coming outside seeing my white mother and my black father.
We got us the gun line.
This dude built an 8-foot fence, more like 10 foot.
So they put up the Huck Finn joint.
Exactly. That shit looked like a castle. You know, my dad, he's a big guy, football player guy. My dad guy who walks over there.
Old school
and
black.
He's like, yo, I don't appreciate these apples in my yard. He's like, motherfucker, we don't even have an apple tree. These are your apples.
Do you like apples?
Your kids are throwing apples over here. Okay, there's that little space, but there's still a fence. So they're right there looking at each other.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
And I said something like, yeah, Dad. And that dude said, shut up, you little monkey. Leroy stuck his hand over the fence. You're gonna die, clown! Grabbed dude by the neck.
Run.
And proceeded to pull him halfway over this fence. Like,
Finish him.
Mrs. Wheeler comes running out. Oh, Leroy, don't do that. It's not worth it. Blah, blah, blah. My dad was getting ready to kill this dude. And within 6 months, that guy moved away.
Don't cross the gun line, boss.
Right, the gun line, boss.
Chicago Famous, 3 to 6, Monday through Friday, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
WIFTV.
Live from your studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. With Dawn Millhouse.
Is this thing on? Hey! Good morning, sunshines. Good morning. Good morning, Lisa E.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Esco.
Top of the morning to ya.
Top of the morning. I like that. Good morning, sunshines. Good morning, California. Good morning, Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. I guess I can't say that right now about Chicago, can I? Not so brotherly, literally and figuratively. Good morning, sunshines. You're listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. Share. Sharing is caring. That means share the show. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Who did that? You did that? Thank you, Maze. He's amazing. I'm going to trademark that. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. It is 9:10. If you were supposed to be there at 9, you are late. Call them and tell them that you were. You can get the pass from me. Tell them you were making certain that you were logged in before you went into work and putting it.
I'll write a letter.
mute.
Sign it, Juan Epstein's mother.
Yes.
Now you won't know about that, would you? You have to watch Welcome Back, Kotter. That's hilarious.
You do have to watch Welcome Back, Kotter. I'm sure it's on Netflix.
And we got Sean White. So Sean White, you got Sean now.
We
Sean's
got a fan.
Sean's you guys are fans of each other now.
Good morning. Thank you, and Sean. We're taking calls today.
Yeah.
A little bit later, and we're going to talk about Sean no label concept.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't work for me. But however, I don't care if you. It's too early for me to say my opinion. A label's a label's a label. I don't care if you're a wife-in-law. You got to have you got to have a title. I'm just saying.
How about
you can't just be. What are you doing? Nothing. Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's equivalent to nothing. But we're going to talk about that later, and we're going to let you guys talk about it as well. Relationships. Is that a sound effect? Relationships. Let's talk about since we're going to be talking about that. Let's talk about relationships. And we can start with your boy. Are we?
Yeah, we're just waiting. You can announce it if you want.
Okay.
We're waiting. Yeah.
Listen, shortly, you guys can tell everybody that. What is that? Is that me? Am I?
I'm here.
Oh, you are here. Hold on. Let's see.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. There he is. Okay, maybe you're gonna have to help me. We are going to talk to Adam Hollingsworth now. You know him as the Dreadhead Cowboy. But he has a press conference today, and we wanted to give him an opportunity on What's in It for the Black People Media to share with you his platform and talk about his press conference today to make certain that we represent and show support. So the man that knows all technology is making it happen right now. He can hear us, and we just wanted to say... We can hear
I can't
him.
hear anybody. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still learning the tech stuff. Maze has to walk us through. That's why I'm going to take a Maze Jackson class next week. So I'm just going to let him
Is he
do
the
everything because
teacher?
I'm trying to technology. You know, technology is not one of my things. So
Good morning. There he is. Welcome, Mr. Hollingsworth, to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. Thank you for joining us. And I guess I should start with how are you?
I'm okay. Trying to maintain. I can't let it get the best of me. I'm strong.
I concur. Maze, you want to jump in on this? Oh, there you go. Adam, can you tell me? I just want to give you an opportunity to share your perspective and your platform in an environment that is trusted and understanding of what you are doing and what your purpose was. But I wanted to hear it in your own words.
Okay, for a lot of people that don't know who I am, I'm a person that was born and raised in Chicago. Trying to bring awareness to kids' lives matter because the way kids have been getting slaughtered and ain't been having no chance at living a beautiful life like they should because they've been cheated due to the gun violence that's been going on in Chicago. This year and last year is the highest crime rate when it comes down to the kids. We're going to say just the kids alone, like the highest. If you don't believe me, do research. That's what I ask for everybody. Said just believe in what anybody say, do research before you just run with something. But what I be out here doing, I'm out here trying to bring positive back to the community, teaching kids everything they need to know on horseback riding, teaching them the proper way to care for a horse, everything they need to know as far as dealing with a horse, because I didn't have that growing up. So basically, I was trying to give the youth something different.
Absolutely. A lot of city kids don't have the exposure to
riding horses or actually ever seeing horses, with the exception of mounted police horses.
Right,
but
right.
so I think that's a wonderful thing. Can I, before I ask you another question, your name, I'm assuming you got your name because you have worn dreads for a long time. Is that, how did you get that name?
Well, I actually chose Dreadhead Cowboy because I I wear the dread on the strength of the hood. I represent the hood when I ride, and I call myself the cowboy when I wear the hat because I show respect to all the cowboys that been showing love and respect to the people. So I had to show the respect to both of them.
And the history of black cowboys is so interesting and so deep. I don't know that that even some adults understand the history behind black cowboys, the true history of how they got started and their contribution to our society.
Yes.
Now, I have a question. This is Lisa E. I just wanted to let you set the record straight because I know that, while so many people, of course, admire what your thoughts and your intentions, but you've been getting a lot of negative publicity as well for different reasons. I wanted you to be able to set the record straight with, of course, your intentions, and set the record straight for people to know who you are before they pass judgment and just read what media puts in there about you.
Yes. Basically, the media make me out to be this horrible guy, and basically trying to get people to forget about the big picture.
Absolutely. And so, and we understand, and what we're hopeful to do is give you the opportunity to allow others to understand that this wasn't about anything other than having a platform to share the statistics you just shared with us of how many children, we won't even talk about adults, how many children's lives have been lost, because I think that does we don't break it down. We just hear the big number, and we don't break out that children's lives, our future generations are lost. And we do this huge platform, but we forget that the babies that we are born, that we're supposed to be caring for, are being lost without right. Somebody making certain that their voiceless voices are heard.
Like I've been doing Kids Lives Matter marches all summer long. So, and I've been doing something different. I basically let the kids march for themselves so their voices can be heard, and it wasn't getting the recognition that it deserved. And I reached out to the state office, basically trying to get permit to do what I was gonna do. I reached out to them. They said they're gonna give me a call back. I never received a call back from them. So I took it in my own initiative and did my own march, basically to bring awareness to Kids Lives Matter. I didn't mean to make nobody upset. That is not my intention. My intention is to bring awareness to the kids' lives that have been taken, and that was my goal. And it hurts. It hurts to have my mind set on doing something, and it just backfired on me. Like I have a lot of support. I have a lot of supporters behind me, and they love what I'm doing. But you got to understand, it hurts. It hurts that I'm being labeled as this bad guy. Like I don't care about my animals. My horses are my friends. I don't even have friends, and my horses are my friends. Like I don't hang with nobody. I would never cause harm to any of my horses. Like it just hurt.
Yeah, I can imagine. I had an opportunity to look at your social media page, and it's very apparent that the horses are your family, just like any fur baby. I mean, you're amongst fur baby moms, and so we completely understand that, and I think that was the reason that Lisa reached out to you is because she wanted you to be able to say that to the listening public, because your voice and your cause matter. And although the distraction of the media and the spin that they're putting on it, that's going to happen. We just want you to know that we actually understood what you were trying to do. And unfortunately, for all of us, sometimes when we do something for good, the negative outweighs it, or it covers up essentially what you were really trying to do. And that was the whole reason she reached out and wanted to have you say it, so that they can hear you say it and the media not say it for you. Right. I do have a question, and I know you can't say much because of the circumstance, but do you have a good relationship with our city police and or mayor or politicians?
I got actually the police actually it got better with the officers. It was like it was an up and down thing when it came down to the officers. They was loving what I'm doing, and then I guess an old video came up that the media made it seem like that just came up, but it was an old video that they didn't like, and a lot of the officers didn't like it, so they started looking at me sideways. But I cleared. They gave me time. It took time, but I actually cleared the ways and let the truth be known. And actually, a lot of the police officers support what I'm doing. As far as the mayor, that's the mayor, that's auntie, So
Right. I just knew that because I know that you attended I think a rally or something recently. So I just wondered if you still had a good relationship with her. So that's good to hear. I think that it's important that you've highlighted that the police do some of the police, all cops aren't bad cops. We definitely have enough bad ones, but your acknowledgement of their understanding and working with you is important for us to hear as well. I mean, I think that you sharing that message specifically from you is important, that people understand that you're a reasonable, loving, passionate person, and that's what we want to highlight. Right. Your passion.
And there are some good ones. I've been in media for over 30 years, and I'm one of those people that I would think that people think that I am credible and I am one of the good media. I'm not saying that any of my fellow broadcasters are not good media, but I do like to have people have a platform. And even as much as, I'm one of those people, I will stop for a squirrel and have people give me the finger or whatever because I love animals. But sometimes people don't look through the whole story. And when you have a good reason for what you're doing, sometimes, we overlook some things. Did I think if you had to do it again, you probably would have figured out some other way, like alongside, you know what I'm saying? I don't think your intentions were, okay, well, I'm going to do this, so I'm going to injure my horse. And I know clearly from researching you and seeing this, that's not your platform. And I think people are looking at the wrong picture. Yes, nobody wants anyone to be hurt, whether it's an animal or human. And sometimes things happen along the way that we can't control, or we just don't think, sometimes we do things. Oh, wow, I forgot. I shouldn't have done that because I just ruined my car. I shouldn't have had my car on this. We don't think of things like that. You're looking at the big picture to help everyone out. And I understand that. And that's why I really wanted to make sure we let you have your proper platform, because what I look at, I think you're a very positive person, a young person that this city and actually the nation needs for what you're standing for. And I really wanted you to be able to know that there are people that do support you.
Absolutely. Using your passion for a purpose and a platform like this is beyond commendable. Mm-hmm. And on behalf, I'm a mother, so I understand the value of your voice and speaking up for children who are not being spoken for in our own city. And so I think it's commendable, and I definitely appreciate you. Those aren't your kids, but they are your kids because you have a village mentality, and we certainly do appreciate what you've done. Now, you have a press conference today, right?
Yes.
Did you want to share where that is and anything, what time it is, and who is providing that platform for you?
Basically, it's something that I'm putting together because I feel like that I can clear the wave as much as I could, before I can give people a feeling of who I am and what I'm about. To the people that don't know who I am and what I'm about, I feel like I gonna give a little clearance, and I can basically give them a feel on who I am versus what the media and the news making me out to be. And I feel like it could be something that will help me along my journey.
I agree. Where is it and what time is it?
It's actually gonna be on 63rd and Woodline. It's on the east side. It's right between Cottage Grove and Stony Island. And I'm starting at 3 o'clock. So basically, I just basically need to, because I'm stressing. I'm not gonna say it ain't getting to me. It actually getting to me. I don't know where my horse at, and that's another thing that's getting to me. They saying that my horse is collapsing and all this. So it's you gotta understand that, just like you tell somebody calling you and telling you that something happened to one of your loved one or a family member, and they not telling you nothing else.
Right. So you don't know, where they won't share with you where your baby is, because I know that I call my puppy my son, so I know the relationship.
My dog was my child.
My daughter. I call her my daughter.
Yeah. So that has to be tough, and you are literally with animal lovers, and so that I know that has to be hard. I just want to encourage you, and speak life into your platform and your purpose, and you just have to know that it gets rough, but it gets better, because what you've done internationally is create a voice for Black kids' lives, or all kids' lives, and so there's a rainbow after the storm, and raising your voice and giving awareness to it is hugely important. And so we will ask our viewing audience to show up so that you can. And I think Lisa has agreed to make certain that she lets people know. And
we're going to stay in touch, right? We're going to stay in touch, but also, just before other people take bits and pieces of what they want, we're going to say at the press conference, 3 o'clock, 63rd and Woodlawn, socially distance, wear your mask. Because we don't want to have to say it now. Well, he just told people to come on out. Don't put that right. So we're saying, right, I'm saying this, camera 3, get a close up. Right. We want socially distancing. We want this to be very peaceful, and let this man have his platform. And this is all about peace and about helping kids. So let's just, you know what I mean? Things happen. Lord knows I've made mistakes. If I could look back and say, what was wrong? Things happen, things that you don't think about, but the bigger picture is what we have to look, and let's move forward. Let's move forward. You can't change the past. Let's move forward and try and come together as a community, a socially distanced, safe community. Wear your mask. So, right, I'm saying that before people say,
no, that's real talk.
Right.
Yeah, you definitely.
Trust me, I've been in media. I work with a lot of people that are, whatever, but I'm good media. So, and I already know Adam is going to keep us posted. We're going to do updates, and we'll have you on after all this is over, and I'm sure this is going to open up doors globally, and things are going to happen, and hopefully you'll be able to make a difference. So
absolutely. And to Lisa's point, I said bears repeating, wear your masks. This is for him to give his voice. Let's stay in a place of non-judgment, because his purpose is children and the voice of children that are not being spoken up for. And that's really what we have to remember and say over and over. Kids' lives do matter.
We believe the children are our future.
Absolutely.
Teach them well and let them lead the way. Thank you.
Love that song.
Right, me too. Now I want to bust it. Right.
Adam, you are always welcome at What's in It for the Black People Media, because what this platform is to tell your story. You are a brother, and this platform was created by a brother who wants to make certain that the voices of our people are heard. And so for that, we appreciate you. And we do hope that when this is all, when we're on the rainbow side, you'll come in here and join us, as well as give us some information about how, kids, we can organize something for kids that have never been on a horse can get on a horse and get to see that side of who you are and what you do.
That's my goal, is to build a barn in the inner city so the community and the kids can have something instead of us going to the suburbs and have to do this, but we'll have it here. So that's my goal, and it's going to happen.
In Jesus' name. I agree. Listen, I have your information, and we're gonna Lisa and I are both gonna talk to you offline. But just keep your head up, keep doing what you're doing, and know that you have support from us. And you can't worry about the distractions. You just gotta keep in the moment of your movement.
You're right.
Exactly. Well, good. Yeah. Stay focused and just keep staying positive, and don't read into too much of anything. And we're definitely I'll give you a call after the show, and we can talk further.
Yep. 3 o'clock, 63rd and Woodlawn. Wear your masks.
6 feet apart.
Yes. All right. Absolutely. Thank you so much for jumping on the call this morning. We know you got a lot going on. We definitely appreciate you sharing your voice with us this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media.
WIFTBPM.
When you need vibrant, colorful gear that offers high-performance material that keeps you cool, call Agent Huff Custom Gear. Let us take your expressions and create something new for your everyday wear, your bedroom, or bath. For all your needs, we offer custom sublimation, silkscreen, vinyl, and embroidery. You can reach us on all things social at Superhero Huff. www.superherohuff.com or 630-476-9191.
You can expect the unexpected.
We're getting pushed up to 200. Let's get these numbers up, people. Come on. We're trying to compete with Mays Jackson numbers, right?
Right. Don't forget,
we're lacking right now.
If you share it,
share the video so we can get our numbers. For God's sake, we're nowhere near Mays Jackson numbers. If we can get you guys to share, we can at least push 200 in the next 3 minutes. All right? By 3:45, I want us to be at 200.
Oh, yeah. This is the black portion of What's in It for the Black People Radio.
That we can do the
this
time.
Is the black portion, the blackest portion of the show.
It's What's in It for the Black People Media. Chicago famous. 3 to 6, Monday through Friday, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. In my life, I've gone from cotton field to corporate boardroom. I've seen great success and walked many roads. I know how it feels not to have. I'm asking you to vote for me for U.S. Senate for the state of Illinois. I can do the work that few others may understand. A vote for me is a step in the right direction for our state and our country.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
WIFTBP.
Live from your media studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of Dawn with Dawn Millhouse.
Turn up. Welcome back. You're listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. Today, who's next? Who's after us? Is it Mike Brown?
I thought you meant somebody's after us. Like,
right. I was like,
wait, we need Mike Brown to check who's after us.
That's
right.
Hey,
I was like, somebody's after us. Right.
Listen, I was listening to his show the other day. He really actually gave some great advice. Like what I like most about, he was talking about concealed and carry. What I like most is that he as a teacher, he takes accountability in he's like, I'm not going to give everybody concealed and carry. He's like, I'm just not going to do it. He says, you have to, he says, if you come into his class and you're like, I'm not,
I love
look,
you.
Here's Esco, y'all.
So uncoordinated. You can turn it back down. I'm like, my volume, and she comes in. I plugged it in the wrong thingamajigger.
She plugged it. Speaking of relationships, she plugged it in the wrong thing. No,
I
seriously.
plugged it in the wrong. Yeah, you could turn it down just a little bit. Thank you.
But triggered. I listened to Mike Brown's show, and he was saying you can't just come in his class and get a concealed and carry, because if you make it known in advance that your intention is because you want to have a gun so you can shoot your boyfriend when he get mad, he said I will not sign off on that.
Thank you.
I really I appreciate it, and it made me reconsider why I want a gun. No, I'm not shooting anybody. I do, but I will.
And okay, so I'm a proud super producer today, because that was your first, it's one thing to do, it's one thing to interview celebrities and things like that, but when you do a breaking news story and things like that, and you have to handle it. Some people that are on the radio too can't always do like breaking news stories, because some people can only do entertainment. You did a great job with that. You did a great job breaking it down, and so now you're officially like media.
Look, this is how dope she is, right? When it was happening in real time, I went on his Facebook page and tagged her on it, and I was like, Lisa, I want him on the show. And literally,
I had ready. Yeah, I sent him a message. Well, I look at stuff, like I said, because I'm the first person. When it comes to anything with animals, I take an animal side for anything. But people make, and I don't even want to say it was a mistake. I think he just didn't think about it. He didn't think that, okay, the damn Ryan's going to hurt the feet. I mean, sometimes you just don't think ahead of stuff. Like, if you're going out or you're going in the sun, you know you're about to be on something and you forget your sunscreen. You're completely burnt or whatever. I mean, there's sometimes you just don't think ahead of the little things, little details.
The passion, his passion,
and that's still his, and that's his. Yeah, he said that's his daughter. Yeah,
absolutely.
So he definitely didn't want to do that, and we all, unfortunately, we just have to, something like that. You get a pass
that's like taking Winston out, right? I'll use Winston. He needs a little home training. I'm not the best dog trainer. I'm a good dog mom, but not a dog trainer. And I took him off the leash because once he stayed close to me, I know better, right? The next time I went outside, I took him off the leash because I was thinking, okay, well, maybe he knows to, stay with me. Peer him straight to the street. Like, if he had gotten hit and killed, I wasn't taking him off the leash for him to die. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of liken it to that.
When I first adopted Harley, who that is my child, she passed a few years ago, and I'm still not over. I still can't get another dog yet, but I went to go pick up something from a friend of mine, and so I left. I was driving my dog would like to sit there, and I would have the windows kind of not rolled down all the way, but my dog thought she was a human. She would be sitting in the front seat. And I had the window halfway down, and I ran out to go get the stuff from my friend. I come back. She had jumped out the window. Oh, gosh. When I'm talking about freaking out, if you would have said somebody freaking out, I was about ready to call CNN and have them get helicopters out. I'm screaming. I mean, people were looking. I'm like, Harley! She had just run out, and she ran to, check something, but she did come back. I mean, it took me a couple minutes. When you talk about hysterics, I was like, oh, my God. But did I think, you got to roll the window up.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Totally. But do I want anything to happen to my dog? No. I was crying, I was like, I'm a horrible person. I just let my dog jump out. I mean, I was hysterical, and she came in. I wouldn't let her go. I was like, you're with,
Yeah.
It was just one of those. And I was like, oh my God, I'm a bad person. I didn't do it on purpose. And it was only halfway, and she squeezed out just to go check out the surroundings. So
make sure, I'm reading some of the comments. Make certain that when you reach back out to him, you let him know to read through those comments. There's a lot of good advice.
Yeah, I'm
going to
share it.
Yeah,
I'm going to share it to him.
A lot of great suggestions. Getting a PR consultant, all kind of. Wilbur says he's going to get you a dog, Lisa. And Lisa,
he's that? Wilbur. You're Wilbur.
Yeah,
no, but I have to.
So about that.
Well, Wilbur and I are going to talk, because when Sean White and I go and play you and Wilbur for Spades, it's on Wilbur Camera 3. Dawn keeps saying that you guys can beat us in Spades. My artist and I, when we've gone to shows, we just played at a video shoot. Sean and I played against Montel Griffin and an actor, Edward Williams, who's in the TV show Southside. First hand bit itself. We ran a Boston the first hand. We were like, Enough said.
Listen,
We dropped the mic.
Let me go here. Two things. Wilbur, if Wilbur says he's going to buy you a dog, you're going to get a dog.
But I have to
because
pick it,
Wilbur
right.
told me he was going to get me a dog. I said, don't get me a dog.
Right, but I have to pick it out, though. I have to pick it out.
No. You don't get the, no.
Yeah.
I said, don't give me a dog. He said, I'm getting you a dog. I said, don't give me a dog.
See, the dog
I'm getting
chooses
you. The dog was at my house on Christmas Eve.
I know, but Wilbur and I have to talk. But I like girl dogs.
And about your little game thing.
We can talk about it. We can talk about the dogs when we play spades.
I'll
bring some dip.
Esco, here's the thing. Her telling me that story about some random people that they beat.
This is random.
Look, that
was an inducted Hall of Fame
me
boxer.
walking up to Mike. I'm scared. That's like me walking up to Mike Tyson saying, "Yesterday I fought Esco, so now I can fight you." Ain't gonna happen. So we're talking about labels today, but we're gonna talk.
You guys are gonna be labeled as the Millhouse losers.
Now I will give shots fired.
No, but I will give him number one engineering man in. I'm gonna say the world, because forget the Midwest and other countries. The world. I'm gonna give that to you. And your charity is number one in my heart too. But spades. I got 6 cans of whoop ass in the trunk. 6 cans of whoop ass in the trunk.
I cannot.
I will bring the dip.
Okay.
No seafood dip either, because you like all the seafood stuff.
I do like.
I'll bring, but
caviar. Can you bring that?
No,
I love caviar.
Yeah.
I eat raw oysters. And you know I love vintage champagne.
They're too shishi poo poo. Can we do like some cheese sticks?
Cheese sticks? Like fried?
Don, remember a couple years ago?
Fried cheese sticks?
Yeah, like fried cheese, or do your fried green tomatoes.
Oh, I can do fried green tomatoes.
Yeah, like a cheese stick or a meatball, but you would eat it like you would eat like a fish meatball.
They have plant-based meatballs. I would eat a turkey meatball maybe.
Okay.
A ground turkey.
You do the caviar, right? Just for me, you just bring out some Tostitos and some salsa. I'm good.
Have you had caviar? You gotta have some.
No, I don't do anything that says fish or seafood. No, not at all.
I cannot. But Wilbur's gonna appreciate you said the best engineering firm in the world.
Oh yeah, he is. He is. I'm gonna give him his props. Yeah. You can't.
He's super smart.
Oh, he is.
He's above my pay grade on the smarts. I like engineering. Who can even do that?
Well, I couldn't even plug in the headphone properly. Esco had to do that. I just plugged it in the wrong thingamabobber. I wasn't paying attention. See, we all make mistakes.
You do know they have to take a professional, like to be, like essentially the bar for an attorney. Mm-hmm. There's a professional engineering license. So everybody that is an engineer is not a certified or licensed professional engineer. Wow. And that test is hard as shit.
It's not like A, B, or C.
He said what? Tell him to sponsor this studio.
He said sponsor the studio.
Maze is going to say that every day until Wilbur actually does it. Oh, God, I can't imagine having both of them as a boss at the same time.
A boss? Oh, Wilbur and... I just can't see you taking...
Brother and husband. Brother. I'm like, I'll just be in the middle like a Raggedy Ann doll.
We just got all off track with
way
everything.
Off track. But Wilbur's still gonna buy you
Stop horsing around.
Well, we gotta talk because but it's so weird too with like Harley and I knew the dog picks me. For me the dog like picks me, and I'm a girl dog because boy dogs they have their little rockets and stuff that come out.
Yeah, but the girls have their little drip drips.
Are you talking about his little penis? Yeah.
My friend, I went to visit my friend Mar.
And after you get it fixed, it doesn't come out.
I went to Mar's house, and her puppy was like, bing, 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 Mr. Ricochet Rabbit all over me. He was like Auntie Sasa.
Ain't nobody humping around.
He was but he was like in full effect. But I like girl doggies.
I will tell you that the first time it came out, I was like, I cannot do boy dogs. Like that little thing, I was like, I didn't even know he's so little. Yeah. And the thing was so big. And that goes into the label things. Like, because we're going to talk about labels. And Sean White said, Sean White said, you don't need labels. I said, use a lot. But I'm going to let you guys talk about it. And so we, after the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to call. You're going to have your call in, 872-259-7474.
And we'll explain again for those that didn't view yesterday, what the label is, calling somebody. Like, do you have to put a label. Like if you're just dating, even with dating, I think it's really not when you're going close to marriage, but when you start going out with somebody, do you have to call it something?
When you first start going
or
out,
for even
you're
a
dating.
few months.
But if you like,
but do you have to call it dating or just saying we're hanging out? Or do you have to say, well, this, I claim you? If you're spending a lot of time and these people go with you to, appointments and to things and you're doing all kinds of stuff, do you have to call it something? Or why do you have to call it something if your actions speak louder than your words? I'm just, I'm asking for a friend.
You're asking for.
I'm asking for a couple friends.
Dead serious. Yeah. I'm saying yeah. I'm a rock on the side of team yes. But we're gonna let them tell us.
You shouldn't be talking. You should talk with your other hand when you're doing that about labels.
Oh, yeah,
Because Sean was like, dang, that he goes, oh yeah, that's a good label right there. Sean was like, bing, 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 right.
Listen,
that is a bit.
That's didn't he? He put the.
When you're the number one engineering firm in the world, I mean, and probably out of the 9 planets, out of the planets, he's probably the number one. Yeah.
Did you just go astrological on a mug?
Yeah.
Listen, you're listening to the Book of Dawn on What's In It for the Black People Media. Stay with us. We are actually going to tell you a few actual real hot topics that are happening, like with Vanessa Bryant. I'm feeling mad with her. Mike Brown triggered, and later on, so I saw George Daniels came on Mike on Chicago Famous. Mm-hmm. If you're watching this, George Daniels, you're in trouble. I'm just telling you, you're in trouble. And I hope you feel better. We'll be right back.
WIFTBPM. Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, or you can find them online at solobeauty.com.
You're listening to I Said What I Said with Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard.
Well, what was the power of the Bible? Most motherfuckers couldn't read. So the Bible legitimately changed the world because motherfuckers began to learn to read. And once I can learn to read, wait a minute, I can question some of this bullshit you talking
what school
about.
You go to though?
It don't matter.
A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Well,
I went to Dunbar.
Yes!
That's how Dunbar. Oh, it's good. People disrespect the city schools. This Chicago. And I'm a motherfucking genius.
And that's on period.
Shout out to the mighty man. Nah, I'm just playing. But seriously though, think about it though, right? The Bible legitimately changed the world, right?
What's up, good people? You're listening to I Said What I Said with Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard live on What's In It for the Black People Media, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
We fun guy.
What's tomorrow?
Fun guy, what's up, baby?
What it do, baby?
Yeah, you already know.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll be telling you.
What's going on, Chicago? What's In It for the Black People Media presents
I want to go higher. Oh my God.
Call your sons, call your daughters, call your friends, call your neighbors.
The Big Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. with Eugene McIntosh and Terrence Tomlin. We got what you need right here on What's In It for the Black People Media.
WIFTBP.
Live from your media studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of with Dawn Millhouse.
Yeah. Ooh. I miss your kiss. Oh, your kiss is one of a kind. It feels so nice. Girl, you do it right. I miss. Oh, girl, you don't go too fast. You take your time. Just how I miss. Hey. Oh, you kiss it, then I'm drifting off your love. Keeps me floating, girl. I miss. the talent you bring. Yeah. Hey. Ooh, one day is too long. If I can hold you in my arms, if I can find a real good love. Ooh, that kiss is a drug to me. Baby, your kiss is all I need. Come on. Ooh, it feels so good, baby. Oh, come on. Ooh, babe, I'm missing all those kisses. Baby, bring those lips to me.
I'm missing.
That's actually, and he does own the rights to that music.
Facebook
Just
Live, yeah.
want to say that.
So we'll add that right, because I think we have to add that. Yeah, because see, they started muting. They started muting when we tried to watch it again yesterday. So.
Yeah, but he does own the rights to that music.
To all his music.
To all his music, yeah. Important fact. Yeah.
Here's a good idea. Do you think I would be with anybody that's bunk? Right.
First of all, welcome back. You're listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. My producer taught me that, and the lady boss over there. However, you can't kiss if you don't have a label. Ain't no kissing. Ain't no free kisses. You got to have a label. If you didn't hear it earlier, today is he said, she said, and or she says, I don't care who says it. I'm gonna say it.
Well, we got a man in the studio too. So.
Do you feel? Our question today is: do you feel like you need to put a label? If you date somebody for 2 years or 30 years, i.e., Stedman and Oprah and many others, should you have a label?
I think it depends. When you're going, I mean, I guess women, because we're more emotional, we do want that label. Like, but a lot of times when people, even if they don't have label, they call each other baby and sweetie, and you kind of claim them, but you might not say what you are. Like, you might not have that conversation. Like, what are we? Because I mean, I was seeing somebody for a long time, and I mean, we never really called it anything, but I kind of claimed him. I guess in my eyes, I looked at him like as a boyfriend, and you kind of claim and say that's my baby. But sometimes people don't clarify, and I think men and women, their views on what you call it can be, because we're more emotional, even though it like doesn't matter if the actions show further. Like if your actions, if you're always going out and you're showing this love to each other, doesn't matter. I'm not talking about when it's almost marriage time. That's a little different.
I'm going to say this. I think that any woman who says that she doesn't want a title, and it doesn't have to be wife, but a title. Mm-hmm. I don't think we're made like that. I don't think we're made to just ride with this this undetermined, unlabeled flow.
Well, what about, do you think that okay, when you don't discuss it, but sometimes the titles get misconstrued. So like maybe that's what I'm getting at. Because for this person that I liked, I just considered him, he was like my boyfriend. And I was like, well, I guess he's like my boyfriend. I mean, we never really said you're my man or you're my woman, but I claimed it. And then what if he just thinks, well, you're just a very good friend, or you're this.
That's the problem.
But then if you're still doing the same actions, does it matter what he thinks versus what you think? I guess.
Hell yeah.
But I'm saying, but what if the actions speak louder than what you're calling it? Do you think, and I think maybe it's because men, I think, are afraid a little bit. I think men are afraid to show their emotions where we're not.
Are they afraid, or do they don't call it anything so there's no obligation to it?
Or in their mind, maybe they feel like I'm not obligated, even though you are. You're spending all your time with this person. You talk to them 75 times a day. I don't know. I think men, I don't know.
But we're counting on you to share your thoughts with us.
Exactly.
872-259-7474. We're going to open the lines up in a moment. I suppose that this particular conversation would be appropriate for Ray J at this point, right?
Yeah, let me go through the sheets right here and see what we got.
Because he seems to want a title.
Well, and so Ray J said he would never go to counseling. He said that throughout everything, we're not going to counseling, but I guess he kind of switched his roles, and he told the ladies of The Real that he's had second thoughts to enter marriage counseling. And this is just 1 week after he filed for divorce without telling his wife, Princess. And, she also filed for divorce before asking the judge to cancel the petition 2 months later. So Ray J kind of, I guess he's had a change of heart. He said he was dead set against counseling, but now after he thought about it, he said it might be a good thing. And he said, maybe we need to do counseling. I'm open for it. He said, I just want things to go the right way that they're supposed to. He's like, I want to make sure my kids have a strong foundation and their parents to be in their lives 24/7. I don't see myself, splitting the time. So it's tough not to be with your kids. So, whatever the reasons, at least he's going to get a try. You got to, at least give him points for trying, going through the motions and trying.
And hopefully it's just not a stunt for another reality stunt. Hopefully he actually does. I will say this though, if they are miserable together, having two strong happy parents outside of a home is much better than two crazy people in a home.
I agree. Totally, I agree with that.
Yeah. So, but hopefully he does. They definitely are a cute couple, and they did bring kids into this world.
Yeah.
So.
They're cute. Ray J is a cutie.
So and I guess our boy has a stalker, huh?
And it's so funny because I've been trying to reach him because Magic Johnson. I love Magic Johnson's probably just such a good guy for everybody. He provides jobs. He gives back. He is just an all-round good guy. Well, right now he's coping with kind of a bizarre stalker that's making demands against the NBA champ. His name is Willie Frazier, not to be confused with Walt Frazier, who's another
my
NBA
family
great.
Frazier.
Oh yeah, none of those Fraziers. But this guy alleges that Johnson stole his identity and documents he clearly deems to be important. So there's no visuals of this man, Mr. Frazier, who have been released at all. But this man is, you have a man that's globally recognized as the greatest point guard in NBA history. He's attempting to take on another person's identity. So Magic convinced a judge on Monday that Frazier had done enough to impose a restraining order, and TMZ got the court documents. Of course they did. Magic claimed that the man had been harassing him and his employees for several years, and in addition, they said the documents and his identity was stolen. And Frazier allegedly sent correspondence to Magic's personnel and business anybody from his businesses and demanded money.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy. At least pun intended, at least that judge understood the value of it, because the judges in damn Kentucky don't.
And this man said that, so then he also went and he had claimed he was a member of the FBI and threatened to hurt Magic Johnson and his staff if his demands were not met. Then he also got up through Magic's floor. He got through, but fortunately he was unable to gain access, but he did leave a parting gift, more threats under the door. So he has to be within 100 yards of Magic and several of his employees.
Full-fledged crazy.
Yeah, that's some cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's
weird.
Yeah,
that's big weird. Yeah, well, Magic, Magic's a big dude too. I don't know if I'll be rolling up on Magic.
He is, but nice. He just helps. I'm like, he's just a good dude.
Well, his wife has a label.
Cookie. Yeah,
she's a cutie too.
Yeah,
she's a doll.
I like them. They're a cute couple.
Listen, you all. I've said it before. I'll say it again. You know that What's in It for the Black People media are changing the way you see and experience broadcast and radio forever. 12 hours of informative, entertaining. If you watch Maze's shows, sometimes very honest and brutally honest. 12 hours of engaging programming, I think is a good way to describe all of the shows here, right? The Maze Jackson Show, The Book of Dawn, Muwak Hill's World, On the Soil, I Said What I Said, and Chicago Famous, right? Triggered and Mike Brown. So make certain that you support us, send stars, support the platform, so that we can keep going, growing, getting bigger. Make certain that you share the page, like the YouTube page, and put it on your TV.
It is, and I think, you know, when people can get a platform and people can see what and I want to keep using media, what's portrayed. Just because it has the label, like, I mean, of course we don't want just, you know, we want everybody to watch, and, you know, whether, we don't care what your background is, but when you can learn and see and say, you know what, this is a good platform, then you start seeing things with different attitudes and maybe a different perception of things. So I think that's really good that you can get a certain platform out to the masses. And then it should be one day where we're just all the human race. You know, that's my thing. We don't have where we don't have to put labels. Once again, labels. We don't have to put black, white. Why can't we just be, you're a good human, you're a good human, you've got great stuff to say, and what you're doing is wonderful. And if we could come together like that, that would be my wish.
Well, let me ask you this question before you leave. Can vegans eat animal crackers?
You know, that was one of my jokes.
You listen to the Book of Dawn. We'll be right back.
WIFTBPN.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, or you can find them online at solobeauty.com.
When you need vibrant, colorful gear that offers high-performance material that keeps you cool, call Agent Huff Custom Gear. Let us take your expressions and create something new for your everyday wear, your bedroom, or bath. For all your needs, we offer custom sublimation, silkscreen, vinyl, and embroidery. You can reach us on all things social at Superhero Huff. www.superherohuff.com or 630-476-9191.
What's up, good people? You're listening to I Said What I Said with Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard.
You'll never breed a warrior.
Mm-hmm. Warriors, come out to play.
Shh. You hear that? And that's what's happening at every angle. They're creating paradigms where we can only raise feminine men.
Yes.
Whether they're homosexual or not, they feminine as shit.
Sure, because all masculinity is toxic.
All masculinity is toxic in a war-torn society where the dominant society is saying to your ass, we don't never want no warriors.
Right.
You bastards.
Any book you've ever read, you can read the Bible, goddammit. When they go and they destroy some shit, they kill all the boy babies.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even want you growing up to think you're gonna do some shit to me.
Animals do the same thing. If I come over here and I take over this village now or whatever, like this gonna be my pride. First thing I'm doing, killing the male boys, like killing the male babies.
Don't you even grow up with that?
Don't you even think about it. Okay?
Bitch.
Right. You ain't my daddy, you damn right I ain't your daddy. Fuck your fort, little nigga.
Fuck your fort.
You're not my dad.
Oh man, I hate that I laugh at this shit in public.
That's real.
I hate that I laugh at this stuff in public.
That's real though, right? Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard live on What's in It for the Black People Media, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
This secure moment is brought to you by Secure Home and Automation, your premier authorized Bring security dealer. Home invasions occur every 23 seconds, fire every 85 seconds, and medical emergencies occur suddenly. In times like these, get secured home and automation and an affordable wireless home alarm system with professional monitoring. This includes fast emergencies response, free security analysis, free equipment, and free installation. A limited time offer, be proactive. Call today, don't delay. 708-251-5069. That's 708-251-5069. Call now, 708-251-5069, or visit our website, securehomeandautomation.com. Secure Home and Automation, where your life safety is our priority. It brings authorized dealers, certain restrictions apply.
We fun guy.
What's tomorrow?
Fun guy, what's up, baby?
What it do, baby?
Yeah, you already know.
No sense, I'll be telling you.
What's going on, Chicago? What's in it for the Black People Media presents?
I want to go higher. Oh my God.
Call your sons, call your daughters, call your friends, call your neighbors.
The Big Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. with Eugene McIntosh and Terrence Tomlin. We got what you need right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
He is joining Chicago famous Mr. Rick Party.
I remember meeting the Brat before she was big. We were going to Jack the Rapper conference in Atlanta.
Jack the Rapper again.
So she's sitting, waiting for a plane. She got her braids in her hair, got her overalls on, and she saw me walk up to the gate. She's like, Rick's Party, oh my God! She's doing all of that. I said, well, who are you? She goes, I'm the Brat. I'm a new rapper from the, I live on the West Side. I'm with Social Def. I'm about to meet Jermaine Dupri. I did sub on Chris Cross's song. I think it was it The Bomb or something like that? Or
Right.
Yeah. She did some on there. So that was my introduction to her. So she would come back to my show every now and then and help me introduce the Coke Top 99. I remember we played a home jam and had people judge her song, right? And some people were like, it's all right, it's okay. And she's like, yo,
Wow.
Straight West Side, man. It was crazy.
Straight West Side.
Yeah, so.
Chicago famous, 3 to 6, Monday through Friday, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
WIFTVP.
Live from your studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. With Dawn Millhouse.
Did I do it? Yeah, I did it, I think. Yeah. Welcome back. You're listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media on a He Said, She Said Thursday. I feel like our broadcast brothers should jump in this conversation on the live line. I feel like they might have to say what they say. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Herb and Tube might have something. I also feel like there's some people in this live feed that might get at them if they say the wrong thing. If I don't.
Yeah.
Listen, what's going on with Tamar?
So Tamar, okay, let me pull up the story here. It's so much stuff going on in the news. Where's my Tamar story? So Tamar actually, everybody kind of knows what was going on, with her and her husband and her, she tried to commit suicide. And so she penned an emotional post on Monday on Instagram where she thanked God for her second chance following a suicide attempt in July. And she just said, thank you for saving me. You know my heart, my true heart. She put a photo of herself smiling at a mirror. She's like, despite what the world may think of me, you kept me here for a reason. You are a God of second chances, and this second chance I will not take for granted. The world can often be a dark place, but I must resort to you for my light. I've allowed myself to stay in toxic situations, including work environment. I've allowed my talents to be used for the wrong reasons. I've allowed myself to be used in too many angry black girl narratives. I'm not angry at all. And so, of course, she just, said how she had been neglected and I think that's really good for her to actually come out. That's some good therapy. And I wanted to ask you, Donnie and Esco, have you guys ever, made a bad choice, whether I'm not saying like trying to take your own life, but where you've been in a certain place, but then you get this like second wind and you have like, you're thankful for your second chance. Have you guys experienced that? And,
I without a doubt have. I don't think she talked about mental illness and mental illness is real, especially but it's like a taboo in the Black community.
Yeah.
We don't want to be labeled, crazy. Not that I'm mentally ill. I just wanted to make a point that I think she has realized that she suffers from a mental, some variation of mental illness. Have I had some really low lows? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I have been in the valley. I can't say that I ever tried to take my life, but I have had moments where there was just pure, I just couldn't find the hope that I've always had. I definitely believe in speaking life into myself. And so I think the time I was my lowest, I literally wrote my favorite encouraging Bible verses on cardboard boxes. I tore them off, wrote in Sharpie, and put them all over my entire
And
house.
you know,
It
that
looked like
does
the
help.
beautiful mind.
That's like your own therapy, because when you write things down and get it, you know, it was like there was an episode on Roseanne where her father had passed away and she never was able to say the things because he had abused her. So she wrote this whole letter. And I told somebody else, a coworker of mine that was going through the same situation with his estranged father. And I said, look, you need to, I said, write a letter. When you write a letter, this way they can't cut you off. And he did that, and then they became closer when the father realized it, and then his dad passed. And it was it brought them. They were closer together. But I think sometimes too, like for me, I've never really wanted to let my life end, because I think that would be unfair to those who love you. Your families wouldn't be able to deal with things like that. But sometimes I have pictured things like the movie It's a Wonderful Life. Well, what if I didn't exist? Like, and then you kind of put people's like, well, they wouldn't have been able to do this. They wouldn't have met this person. They wouldn't have done this. Where would they be? You know, sometimes you kind of do that, like, well, what if I wasn't here?
Right.
Just never.
For sure.
Like,
For
you know.
sure. I like, interesting. You know, Mike Brown, I hope you're listening. At some point, I applied to be a Chicago police officer. I wanted, you remember that, right?
Yeah.
Went through all
That was a while ago. Wow.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. I'm in the room with the counselor, you know, when they do the mental health black woman. She says, we're having this conversation.
Wait, did they all get fired? And you said they do mental health for police officers? Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't say for all police officers, but we need to
But
bring
was
that
it-
back in full force and maybe get the people who do it, get them checked out before they do it. But go ahead.
Ironically, I said that to her because
Did you?
I ended up
We think so much alike.
turning into Teflon Dawn, and clearly I after that was not a Chicago police officer. In my mind, I'm Christy Love, so who cares? Anyway, the lady says to me, "Have you ever thought about killing yourself?" And I was like, "Nah." And she says, "Have you ever thought about who would come to your funeral?" I said, "Absolutely." So she basically tried to tell me that I thought about killing myself. I was like, "That's not what I said." Okay.
Right.
First of all, it's yes. Have I thought about who would come to my funeral? Absolutely.
Everybody does.
But I am, as a Christian, I don't believe that there's forgiveness from God if I take.
But that doesn't mean you want to do right, because I think, and I know this sounds so weird. This is one of the bizarre things about me. I've gone to funerals and I've seen, like, when they read people's obituaries, and there was somebody that used to work with me that was she worked with our vice president at the radio station, and it was like not even a paragraph for the obit. I was like, this woman did so much, and whoever wrote it. And so, of course, the crazy one I am, and my mother gets really upset with it, because I was like, I'm writing my own. You can fill in the little spots that need to be filled in, but I'm writing. I know who I am. I'm writing it, so whenever things happen to me, which I hope is not for a very long time, and I had said something to my mom. My mom's like, God forbid. I'm like, Mom, I didn't say I'm trying to go tomorrow, but if I do, people know I'm very organized. I'm detailed. I produce stuff for everybody. I'm producing my own stuff. This is what I want. I have things. I already have numbers just in case something were to happen. Plus, maybe because I live on my own, and I, like, you're on the list. I was like, okay, Dawn will be able to reach all these people. Like, I'm just thinking of just in case type of things.
Yeah.
But for my obit, I did way too much in this world. I don't want to be like, yeah, she went to Hillcrest High School. She did radio, and she was a good person.
Right.
Lord, hear our prayer. You know what I mean? Like, no. Y'all are gonna sit and listen. No, it's not gonna be no drive-through type of thing. Well, we don't do wakes. Jewish people don't do wakes anyway. But,
really?
We do. We sit shiva. So you go. It's kind of like a extended kind of after wake, if you will, at somebody's house, where
like a repast.
Yeah, it's kind of like a repast, but it's for like 3 to 7 days, and then you go to the family and you bring food, and I know this is weird too.
I remember that.
Right, and I don't want
When you're
seafood
dead.
at my right.
I'm bringing caviar.
No, Aurelio's pizza or like fun foods. You don't have to do all that. They do like the lox platters. I don't like,
Oh, I love
bagels and well, you could do that. I mean, I'm not going to be mean about that.
Yeah,
but
I love those. Oh, the capers. Oh, just made me want some.
And because matter of fact, you sent, when my dad passed, you ordered from New York rugula, which I didn't even know what that was, but my dad loved it. It's what is it? It's like a pastry kind of thing.
Yeah.
And my parents like it. I don't
Yeah,
like
your
all
mom
that
was
stuff.
excited.
My mom was really excited. She was like, wow, she got it from New York. That was so sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But so Tamar, I'm glad she realized she isn't angry, because first of all, I love her music. Not all of it, but she's a dope singer. But she definitely has portrayed herself as the angry black woman. for sure. So I'm glad she is. I don't know that I agree that she should be putting that on social media, because I don't feel like therapy, you can find therapy in social media, but for some people, I guess, it's relevant. She certainly should tell her sisters too, like that she's good, because
Well, I'm sure they probably read it on Instagram. Yeah.
Right. I don't know how I feel about the fact that she announced that she was okay on social media, because that's gonna make you feel better. But no judgment.
Some people, and maybe that's her therapy. Maybe
How about this? Speaking of sisters and familyhood, so we talked about Ellen yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and I disclaimer, I love her, but I think that seeing Steve Harvey and Kevin Hart come to her defense and saying, that's my girl, she's only, she's done this for me, she's who she is to them.
Yeah.
Listen, that's fine. That's who she is to you. For me, having grown up in a white community in Valparaiso with no other people my complexion outside of my family, you can't. It's like saying I have a black friend. Like, of course she's nice to you. Y'all make money together. Like you're on a different level than some of those people that she works with, and so I don't think you can correlate the two. Like me saying, well, you're a nice person, but me saying, if you're like mean and it comes out that you're a dictator and the factual things that are not allegations, they are factual. She apologized, or she gave a statement about taking responsibility for them. And then me coming and say, well, Lisa's never been like that to me. Well, of course you haven't. Like,
right.
I'm your friend.
And they weren't going really against Ellen. It was her staff.
Right.
And it was the staff. And I guess sometimes people maybe, and I guess she did say, well, I was in the dark about some of it. They did let people go. She said she is taking responsibility. And I mean, I just, even when I saw the story, I believed it just because I don't know. I've just seen so many things she's done for so many people. And, I was like, that's one of those other stories, too, that I think people are just going a little, they're taking it to another level. And, yeah, if you do have problems, I'm glad it is brought to her attention, because maybe she was in the dark, and I mean, it's such a big show, and how many people are you around? But when she said that, she said something about you can't look me in the eye, and they said that's not even real. They said that's not real at all. And Steve Harvey definitely said, he's had nothing but positive things to say. He's like, she's probably one of the coolest and kindest people I've met. Now, for Steve Harvey to say something like that, because Steve doesn't give too many compliments.
Well, Steve is a little tyrant.
Steve, yeah. Well, and I'm, for the record, I'm the one, when Steve first filled in after Doug Banks had left, in afternoons, Steve started doing afternoons. This was before he went to mornings. And Frankie J, who used to do the rap down on side A, Frankie was the engineer, and I was the producer. And Steve came on, and that's how we got like his top 10. And I can't say, but we had somebody come in the studio that just smelled really bad. And Special K, Karen Lee said, "Ooh, it smells like hot garbage." And she came in the studio. And that's how Steve started coming up with his top 10 list, because it was bad. It was somebody we liked, but our eyes were like it was like smelling bad onions and stuff.
I have pictures of the first day when you started producing him.
Did you?
Because you introduced him to the radio. Like the process.
He came. I had to give him liners, and then I still remember when he would have to play the song. He was still Steve. I don't want to play any songs. So I know Cisco. I want to put on some Anita Baker. He's the only one that would challenge like the music log. Nobody else would ever go against the log, but Steve did Steve. And then he went to mornings, and then everybody's like, well, why didn't they? That was a whole nother story. They flew somebody else in to do the show, and then they were like, well, yeah, we should have had Lisa do it, but everything happens for a reason, because I did afternoons, and I love doing afternoons. Yeah. So But
that's dope. We're gonna open the lines when we come back after the commercial. 872-259-7474. Let me see what say you about labels. I say label. The Book of Dawn. That's the label.
WIFTBPM.
Funeral expenses are costly. The Casket Store wants to help you save hundreds of dollars. You do not have to purchase a casket from the funeral home. Call now for a free in-home consultation. Call 773-445-6900. 773-445-6900.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, or you can find them online at solobeauty.com.
He is joining Chicago Famous because he is born and raised in the city of Chicago. He is famous. He is Chicago Famous. Mr. Rick Party. Welcome to the show,
What's
sir.
happening for the show started?
Ricky!
So I had to figure out at that point, what am I going to do with my life? I would listen to the radio. Earl Boston was a radio personality, and I would call in all the time and ask him, hey, can you make a dedication to my girlfriend? Every day I would call him. He said, well, why are you calling me every day at 10 o'clock? You're supposed to be in school. I said, I'm sick, man. He said, be honest, man, tell me the truth. But this man taking the time to talk to me on the other end of the phone every day, making dedications to my girlfriend who's in school while I'm out, that just inspired me just as a street kid, living, from Inglewood, Inglewood and Cabrini Green,
Right.
back and forth.
Chicago Famous, 3 to 6, Monday through Friday, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson, and I'm running for U.S. Senate for the state of Illinois. I will never give up on inclusion and equality, prison reform, reduced property taxes, and economic opportunity for all. I want to get to know your neighborhood and the problem that you face every day. And I want to serve every man, woman, and child in the state of Illinois. A vote for me is a vote for you.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
What's up, good people? You're listening to I Said What I Said with Tucson Warner and Herb Howard.
You'll never breed a warrior.
Warriors, come out to play.
Shh. You hear that? And that's what's happening at every angle. They're creating paradigms where we can only raise feminine men.
Yes.
Whether they're homosexual or not, they feminine as shit.
Sure, because all masculinity is toxic.
All masculinity is toxic in a war-torn society where the dominant society is saying to your ass, we don't never want no warriors.
Right.
You bastards.
Any book you've ever read, you can read the Bible, goddammit. When they go and they destroy some shit, they kill all the boy babies.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even want you growing up to think you're going to do some shit to me.
Animals do the same thing. If I come over here and I take over this village now or whatever, like this gonna be my pride. First thing I'm doing, killing the male boys, like killing the male babies.
Don't you even grow up with that?
Don't you even think about it. Okay?
Bitch.
Right. You ain't my daddy, you damn right I ain't your daddy. Fuck your fort, little nigga.
Fuck your fort.
You're not my dad.
That's fucked up. Oh man, I laugh at this shit in public.
That's real.
I laugh at this stuff in public.
That's real though, right? Tucson Warner and Herb Howard live on What's in It for the Black People Media, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
WIFTBP.
Live from your media studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of with Dawn Millhouse.
She's back. Welcome back. You're listening
with
to
those labels. With us singing commercial.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Book of Dawn. Where the topic today is labels. And you know what? Lisa dug in the crates. Was that Diz's crate? You got that out of? Because that was a good one.
Yeah, Michael Evan does have their crates, and I take some of the stuff from them.
Yeah, because that's a good one.
Do you have one of the ones I just sent you? The one with the little boy singing. That's funny with the labels.
Yeah. So I say label. You say label. We all say label. 872-259-7474.
Table.
What do you say about having a label? You guys already know my opinion. Okay.
But now, would that be a deal breaker? So if you know that you have somebody and you all never really discuss what you are, and you said, well, what are we? And then you guys disagree on what you are, but yet you know that he just bought you, some jewelry, or he bought you something, and you all, does it matter if you're still continuing? If he says, well, we're great friends that are like this, or, or you're my baby. Like
it matters. look, you don't have to buy me nothing. I'll take the integrity and the respect of and the ownership of the relationship.
Right.
I can buy my own damn ring. Like I can buy my own shirt.
Well, but that ring.
Well, I can't buy this ring.
Yeah,
let's be clear. Let's just be clear. Send some stars, y'all.
When it's Libby's on the label, you won't like it on your table.
Libby's doesn't just call their hash home style. They make it that way, with big, lean chunks of corned beef, potatoes, and special seasonings hash lovers love. Like all Libby's canned meats, definitely worth singing about.
You won't like it.
You like Libby's.
That's an old commercial.
I didn't even know. I would be like, ew, looking at it as an adult, what they have in there. But I love the commercials. But I'm just thinking what he just mentioned in there, because I like corn. I'll have corn, but not all that meat chunks or whatever.
Oh,
they were talking about.
It was like corned beef in a can.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
gross.
I like, but Libby on the label.
On the label. On the label.
Right.
You got to have a label. And if you would like to disagree,
if you don't
with me,
agree, then I'll push you off the table. Right.
Hey, look, and guess what? If nobody calls in, me and you can have this conversation. 872-259-7474.
Right. And I didn't say I disagree. I'm just saying I've been in there, and I think sometimes
neck crack.
I was like, that was your neck. I thought that was the pen. But the only thing too, when the L word comes in place, like when you're just dating or having fun,
like love.
When you say love, then it's like all of a sudden you feel like I belong. You know, like I might claim you, even though if we've never had that discussion. I don't know. Maybe I'm afraid to have the discussion.
If you get to the point where you say you love and in love are different.
Yeah.
So there's a distinction there. If you get to the point where you like, I'm in love with you, not just I love you, because you can love people that you're not in love with.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you cannot be in love with me and not and there's not a title,
right? Because that's unconditional. Like, I mean, I love you, but I'm not in love. I mean, I never thought about it, but I mean,
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's
right. I was like, I'm not trying to.
either.
I was like, I love you though. I love you forever, and I would do anything for you. But we draw the line at the other place.
Kind of like Vanessa Bryant loves her mother, but.
That's called unconditional. Yeah, we don't know. That's called some messy stuff, right? So basically, you know that her mother, Sophia Lane, if you guys haven't heard, she accused. This is Vanessa Bryant, Colby's widow. Vanessa's mother accused her daughter of kicking her out the home and taking away her car. And she went on a Spanish. She did an interview all in Spanish, and said while crying, she told me, "I need you to get out of this house." She told me she wanted her car and she wants it now. And they said they didn't really know what had happened, but, she just had accused her daughter of all this. And then in response on an interview, Vanessa Bryant released a statement to People saying, "My husband and daughter passed away unexpectedly, and yet my mom has the audacity to do an interview on TV talking negatively about me while shedding tears about a car and home that wasn't in her name." She said that she has removed all her diamond jewelry, emptied her apartment that I provide, and put the furniture in storage to appear as though she does not have support. She said, "My husband and I financially supported her over the past 20 years, and I continue to do so in addition to her monthly alimony." So she said, contrary to previous reports, she has not been physically present or emotionally supportive for her daughters and me after my husband and daughter passed away. Going forward, I see what is most important to my mom, and it is beyond hurtful. I hope this public airing of our personal relations will stop here.
Wow.
So, and she said, I have provided all this, and like, why is your mom taking advantage of that?
Wow.
So.
Yeah, she got a nice setup.
And I don't believe that Vanessa would just lie. I mean, she went to People magazine. People that know her, I mean, she's really good friends like with Lala Anthony and different people that stand by her. And she's very public with things. And, and then she also actually went and filed, sued the sheriff's department, the LA Sheriff's Department. Yeah. She had made claims against them, and she is suing them. And before People passed judgment, the money that they were going to get from suing, they were giving it to all the family members that were in, of course, we know that Colby and his daughter Gianna, along with 7 other people, were killed on January 26th on the helicopter going to the practice facility for, Mamba Academy. So she wasn't trying to just make money from suing. It was more of an awareness, and any funds that would have been any funds that were going to be made or whatever was going to go to help these families. So
yeah, well, because she said there in one of those reports, it said something about her. They were like at bars showing the picture. First of all, why were you taking the pictures?
Because the police officers were not supposed to do that at all.
Yeah.
The police officers were not supposed to do that. The sheriff had promised, and then there were people that saw pictures, right? They were showing women. One of the bartenders, I guess, called authorities and said, look, this is not right. So big ups to the bartender that did that. For sure. Because that takes a lot, especially when you've got police officers and you're calling on the police. Yeah. But he was like, this is not right.
Yeah, I'm so glad that
you
that
stepped
he
up
did
to the
that.
plate.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you know what, she has to do what she has to do, right?
And
but shame on her mother.
Shame on her mother. I mean, she's dealing with
her.
I mean, this was this was not just somebody that had, not that cancer. I'm not saying that cancer or saying somebody is sick. This was a very tragic way that you lost your husband and one of your children.
Right.
And you have to deal with this, and you're in the public eye. And I'm not taking away from anybody else that dies in any other way, but I'm just saying this particular story. I mean, it's like all these things that are getting thrown in your face. You got these sheriff's office that didn't promise you the right stuff, and now your mother, who you've supported, and this isn't in your name. So I mean, for you to y'all know I love my mother, right? I wish she would stop. Your mom
that's
wouldn't
too
do
much.
that.
She wouldn't. I mean, that's damn ungrateful. Shame on
our mothers
mother.
are so protect. Your mother and my mother. If we were to say, if I ever got into a fight with or an argument with, somebody that I worked with in the past that I did a foundation with, I still haven't even said that to my mom because what went down, because if I ever became friends with that person again or we cleared things up, my mother would still be mad because right, yeah, you can't say that word around that, right? Because that means effer in
I know,
Yiddish, Hebrew, whatever. Yeah, it's like Yiddish.
Schmuck.
Schmuck is, I think, Yiddish.
You're not my dad. You schmuck. No, I'm just kidding. You're listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. Stay with us. We will be right back after we pay a few bills.
Yeah,
we pay some bills.
WIIFTBPN.
When you need vibrant, colorful gear that offers high performance material that keeps you cool, call Agent Huff Custom Gear. Let us take your expressions and create something new for your everyday wear, your bedroom or bath. For all your needs, we offer custom sublimation, silkscreen, vinyl, and embroidery. You can reach us on all things social at Superhero Huff. www.superherohuff.com or 630-476-9191.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday, or you can find them online at solobeauty.com.
This secure moment is brought to you by Secure Home and Automation, your premier authorized Bring security dealer. Home invasions occur every 23 seconds, fire every 85 seconds, and medical emergencies occur suddenly. In times like these, get secured home and automation and an affordable wireless home alarm system with professional monitoring. This includes fast emergencies response, free security analysis, free equipment, and free installation. A limited time offer, be proactive. Call today, don't delay. 708-251-5069. That's 708-251-5069. Call now, 708-251-5069, or visit our website, securehomeandautomation.com. Secure Home and Automation, where your life safety is our priority. It brings authorized dealers, certain restrictions apply.
Hang out with Chicago famous Mike Love and Diz 3 to 6 p.m. right here on What's in It for the Black People Media, live on the Mace Jackson page. So shout out to Chicago famous. They did their thing. They did a phenomenal job. Those brothers, listen, radio legends, right? And you come in and you used to doing things one way and trying to flip it and do another way. They handled it seamlessly, man. So shout out to Mike Love and Diz for holding it down as they always have done. Welcome to the What's in It for the Black People Media family. Good luck. at achieving number 2 status for the second best show on What's in It for the Black People Media, because number 1 is and always will be I Said What I Said.
Always remember, if you ain't first, you're last.
Whenever I play, I want to play to win. I don't see no purpose in playing.
You play to win the game.
What's the word?
In the famous
Can
words
you
of Herm
beat
Edwards.
my ass though?
Can you whoop my ass though?
It's really that simple. I don't plan on getting my ass whooped.
Hey, yo, wait a minute. Hey.
Chicago famous
Mike
nigga whoop
can't
my
whoop
ass.
and Chicago
We not
famous
here for
can't
no
whoop.
ass whoop.
That's
Yo, what's your problem, man? Y'all are brothers. You ain't supposed to be fighting each other.
not here for no ass whoop.
That's not what we here for.
We're not here for no ass whoop.
It's not what we here for.
Not at all.
What's up, good people? You're listening to I Said What I Said with Tucson Warner and Herb Howard live on What's in It for the Black People Media, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. Tax burden of the average middle class American goes way beyond income taxes. There are sales taxes, real estate taxes, gasoline taxes, and many, many more. As an international businessman, I know that by reducing the billions of dollars we give to other countries, we could help fund our own country. We need to rethink our tax laws and lower the taxes for our own citizens.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
We fun guy.
What's tomorrow?
Fun guy, what's up, baby?
What it do, baby?
Yeah, yo, what do you know?
I'll be telling you.
What's going on, Chicago? What's in it for the Black People Media presents?
I want to go higher. Oh my God.
Call your sons, call your daughters, call your friends, call your neighbors.
The Big Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. with Eugene McIntosh and Terrence Tomlin. We got what you need right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
WIFTVP.
Live from your media studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of Dawn with Dawn Millhouse.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Book of Dawn. Hey, I didn't talk about Monday. You're going to be out Monday because you have a holiday Monday, right?
Yes. I'm going to be trying to
You're going to be eating gefilte fish?
Well, actually, we're supposed to fast for 20. No
Diz.
gefilte.
Who said that, Mike
Diz,
Love?
well, no, Diz and I were supposed to go fishing. So Diz and I've always wanted to go fishing, but I don't like fish. And probably after we catch them, after I saw their face, I probably want to throw them back. I just never fished. I always wanted to go fishing.
Somebody ordered a fish.
Yeah, I can't wait for that day. And so Diz was supposed to take me fishing, and then because one of the like Jewish foods is like gefilte fish. No, right. And it was so funny.
I've
when
seen it in the
Stone
store.
Pony ate. I think he was at our house, and Gene Sparrows come over for like holidays, to see. And Gene, I think, passed on that because Gene's a good eater. Gene's like one. All my friends eat the Jewish foods. I don't.
From Louisiana, she eats everything.
And Diz was like, we always joke around like, let's go gefilte fishing, but gefilte fish is like a. Yeah, it's like a.
I can tell by the look in your eyes.
It's not like a gefilte kind of fish. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's like mushy and like, ugh. It looks
now
like
you're going to have me looking for one.
Gefilte fish? Yeah.
I'm not going to eat it, but I mean, maybe I will.
You eat seafood.
I like herring and stuff.
And it's so funny. I used to eat like lox. I didn't realize lox was salmon. When I was growing up, I thought it was just kind of like some deli meat because it would be, I didn't see any eyes or things like that. And so I would have like lox, bagel and lox. And then when I found out it was fish, and then all of a sudden I was like, ugh. Because I don't know why. I don't like fish at all.
Well, somebody ordered the fish. Listen,
somebody ordered the fish.
But on Monday, when you're gone, Millhouse is taking over.
I know.
Yeah.
Mr. Millhouse, you talk about the number one engineering man in the world.
In the whole wide world. He and several of his executives are going to come in, and they're going to get down to business, and they're going to talk.
Now I'm going to watch you guys because I'll be at my mom's house for the holiday, and it's not a sin to watch something, and she'll be watching services too, but I'm going to tune in and watch.
Yeah, so. It'll be good. He is going to take questions and give business advice. His vice president of operations, his CFO, the corporate counsel, his vice president of international. They do work in Bermuda and Nigeria, and as well as who else is coming in? Oh, his president or vice president of aviation.
Dang, I want to be there. I want to. Well, can I have a one-on-one? Because I have some pitches for Mr. Millhouse, but can I do it after we beat you guys in cards? We need to set a date. So,
look,
Mr. Millhouse, please look at your calendar. Any Friday or Saturday, myself and Sean White are going to come, and we're going to. I'll bring a brand new deck of cards. I'll bring the cards, and we'll talk while we're setting up. I'll talk to him about business stuff because I don't want him to get up. He's not like a sore loser. Like if we beat you guys.
Well,
I mean, when we beat you guys,
you don't have to worry about that. What you need to pitch him is. The thing that you're going to use to wipe your tears. Let's see if you can have an automatic tear wiper because you're going to lose. Done. She's toast.
Let it be written. Let it be done.
Stick her with a fork. The fish is done. Listen. So my good friend, who I am trying to decide should we have him on the show before or after the fight, is voting this year.
Before, yes, Mike Tyson, that's your boy. Yeah, so he's never voted before. He's changing that this election year. He said that this is going to be his first time voting. He tweeted this out a couple days ago. He said, "I never thought I could because of my felony record, and I'm so proud to finally vote." He shared the news with followers along with a link to register to vote and the hashtag National Voter Registration Day. Now, of course, he had been convicted, and we don't need to go over all his prison stuff. You could Google that. He was released from prison after serving 3 years, and the conviction did strip his right to vote. But now, I guess, it says many state laws throughout the U.S. Rule felons ineligible to vote. More than 6 million Americans. Which is kind of funny because half the politicians should be in jail, so it's kind of like a hypocritical thing to say.
Because you can run for office with a record, but you can't vote. I mean, that's dumb.
Right. Well, and Mike Tyson's home state of Nevada signed a law to restore voting rights to people convicted of felonies upon release from prison in 2019, which will allow him to participate in this year's election. And I mean, there are people that, different crimes and things that, do a second chance. I mean, and, just because somebody does, like I said, there's certain crimes. If you're a drug dealer doing things like that, I mean, that's a whole nother thing.
Sure.
You should still be able to vote, because there's a lot of politicians that buy your drugs and they're able to vote. So let's just set the record straight. Yeah.
Big, huge facts.
Yeah.
Huge facts.
And they buy them also from pharmacies through their doctors, which is not right either. So, I'm saying every situation is different. Now, if somebody's a rapist, murderer, that kidnapper, pornographer, no, that's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about for other different things, and
and in Illinois, Chicago. Let me talk about Chicago, because I don't know if it's statewide, but I know that Lieutenant Governor Stratton and Kim Foxx worked on the people that were detained being able to vote. Like because obviously they can't get to an election place, but that was one of their platforms, and so those people that were detained, because they're at that point just detained, right?
And I think people too, and a lot of 18-year-olds are excited, I think, to be on this election as well. Like there was a girl, you saw the video, this girl, cute. She had her wisdom teeth out and she was drugged up, and she's talking to her doctor saying, women, we got, I'm so glad this is my first time voting, and then she was saying to the doctor, you're still a good doctor, you're not a woman, but you're still good. And then she said she wanted to meet Ellen, which maybe that's what I need to do, is get drugged up and then I can say
loopy.
it. And because Ellen had her on the show, and it was really good.
It was so.
I do want to be on Ellen.
It was so cute.
Can we talk it in the
loopy.
world?
Can we talk it in the world? Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to be on Ellen.
Ellen.
And me and Ellen, her name is Ellen Lee. And I'm Lisa Ellen.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Her name is Ellen Lee?
Ellen Lee, not Lisa, but Ellen Lee. And I'm Lisa Ellen.
So it was already in the cards.
It was in the cards, and we both love animals.
Not the cards that you're going to lose with,
right?
But
Ellen just, I don't know. She's the one person dope. I would lose it. I would probably lose it. I'm going to try and be in the virtual audience, but I would probably lose it if I saw her. I don't know, and I've never felt that way around. I'm not into the celebrities like that because we work with them all the time. But for some reason, something about her, she would just have me have the ugly cry. And I met Oprah. We've,
the big old,
right.
A teeny.
Barry Manilow. I didn't meet Barry. Right.
Who cries like that? A teeny. The Wizard of Oz. What? A teeny. You gotta look at it, Esco.
We love
a teeny.
Have you seen The Wiz?
Have you seen The Wiz? You can't win.
Yeah. You've seen both of them, right? You've seen The Wizard and The Wiz. Yeah.
From what I could remember.
Look at the Tin Man crying. A teeny.
That's so funny.
And listen, let me tell you why nobody called in to address the label thing. Because they're scared. Because Teflon is in the building.
Because
Teflon's in the building. And listen, you're not going to eat ketchup without a label on the bottle. You're not going to use mustard. You're not doing labels. Go grab something without a label and eat it and watch what happens. Labels
I'm not going to lie.
everything.
I'm not going to lie. If I was at somebody's house, I would definitely judge. I eat because my mom wrote down when I was going to the store for her. I'm like, Mom, did you really write catsup? And she's like, ketchup. I'm like, Mom, there's a difference. KETCHUP, Heinz, Hunt's, not KACATSUP. Nah,
More big, huge facts.
Yeah.
Catsup and ketchup.
No, I'm not
two
doing the
different things.
catsup.
Catsup.
And I'm no disrespect
they used to have
whoever, right.
Yeah,
if you
don't
have it,
don't.
but
Yeah,
that's not me. I'm a ketchup kind of girl.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I almost threw up in my mouth. Do you remember the little it was like Thousand Island dressing and mayonnaise mixed together.
Oh yeah.
It's just
yes, I don't like Thousand. I'm not a big Thousand Island.
I mean, if you ate bologna in the 70s, you probably used it.
Not in our household. You can't mix like dairy kind of.
No, this
with
was
meat.
some sandwich spread. It was called sandwich spread.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but we would only put that on like, not like on a bologna, but yeah, that would be on some.
Did you
type
used to
of meat.
fry? Because I used to fry my bologna. Did you and
I
put
didn't
ketchup
fry-
in
no.
the
But my mom makes salami omelets though.
Interesting.
So it's kind of like fried. Yeah, she makes salami omelets.
No, it's
and shit
not like
yeah.
bologna.
Yeah, no, I know it's like fried. Yeah.
Yeah, I ate fried bologna. We ate a lot of stuff when we were little.
But I don't even like. Yeah, we talk about the jelly. I don't do jelly. I eat peanut butter and potato chips, but it has to be regular potato chips.
Did you ever eat sugar bread?
No,
we did. You put sugar on the bread and dust it off. Make sure it's not like drippy.
Yeah,
sugar bread. That was a thing. Yeah, girl, a whole sandwich of sugar bread.
Really?
Yeah.
And what did you put anything in it?
Nah.
You just ate the sugar with the bread.
Oh, with the bread. Yeah.
And you didn't. It was not toast. It was bread. Just
no. But then we got creative, and we put cheese on bread because we didn't have a toaster, so we made oven toast. Right. You put cheese on the bread and put a little sugar on it and put it in the oven and wait till it turns brown and
like
bubbly.
bubble.
Ooh, I might make some cheese bread today. Cheese toast. We call that cheese toast.
That sounds kind of good.
Yeah, it is good. Sugar on grits. Or salt and pepper.
I don't like grits at all.
You
but
don't
yeah,
like grits?
no, I'm
Oh,
not.
I
I don't like
love
grits
grits.
or oatmeal.
Oh,
I told you I'm a bad. Yeah.
I'm gonna pray for you. That something's wrong. Something
I like
is really
Frosted
wrong.
Flakes.
Now all these years I've known you. Now I know what's wrong with you. You don't eat oatmeal. That is a crime against food.
It just looks so gross to me.
It's so good. My mother used to put vanilla ice cream on it instead of butter
Oatmeal
and milk.
when I look at oatmeal and grits, they both look so.
You know they can see.
And I know people are eating right now, so I'm not trying to ruin people's like. But I like Frosted Flakes.
I do too. Yeah, not the real ones. Not the generic ones.
Oh yeah, I was like, no, I like Tony the Tiger on
not
my
enough.
box.
They're great.
Right.
Your list. Oh, so is the Book of Dawn.
So I was gonna say we're great.
You listen to the Book of Dawn. We are going to take a commercial on what's in it for the Black People Media. Amen. And we'll be right back.
Yeah.
WIFTVP.
Biggest threat to Illinois citizens from Washington is health care costs and policies. Senior citizens have their Social Security reduced from Medicaid, and some of our senior citizens live off $3 a week for food allowance. Working families are facing bankruptcy over policy and limit and cost. Drug prices require decisions between food and Medicaid. I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. Vote for me and send me to Washington. God bless.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
We fun guy.
What's tomorrow?
Fun guy, what's up, baby?
What it do, baby?
Yeah, yo, what do you
You know what
know?
I'm saying? So I'll be telling you.
What's going on, Chicago? What's in it for the Black People Media presents?
I want to go higher. Oh my God.
Call your sons, call your daughters, call your friends, call your neighbors.
The Big Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. with Eugene McIntosh and Terrence Tomlin. We got what you need right here on What's in it for the Black People Media.
Are you curious to explore the intellectual currents that channel our thoughts and frame our reality? Have you ever meditated for relaxation and accidentally discovered the universe in the process? These matters and many more you may never have even thought of will be yours to explore as you come with me into Muwak Hill's world. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 1. Right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
WIFTVP.
Live from your studio. You're listening to Book of Dawn. Book of with Dawn Millhouse.
Welcome back. You're listening to the... Ooh, I sounded loud. Welcome back. You're listening to the Book of Dawn on What's in It for the Black People Media. And Triggered is coming up after us. Get ready. In my TD Jakes voice, get ready. Somebody said butter and salt with cheese on grits. That's not even grits anymore, Auntie. That's another meal. You have to give that a whole nother name.
That all sounds good, but on something else. But you're talking to a person on our holidays. Meal. Everybody would eat my mom's stuff on holidays. I'm probably the only. I don't like brisket. Everybody, my mother would make it for Doug.
How do you not like brisket? I don't know. And I like.
Why do you hate America?
I like roast beef. You said, do I hate America?
Yeah, because you don't eat brisket. Why?
No, my mother. I'm talking about Jewish foods. Like my dad's like, my dad would always say, I'm like, it's the tradition. I'm like, I don't like brisket. I like the soup, but I don't like the matzo balls. But all my friends like
it. What is that made out of?
It's like
it looks airy.
I'm gonna ask my mom. Maybe we'll have my mom call in. I'm gonna have my mom, or maybe my mom will just make some stuff for you guys. But because for Doug Banks, she would make Doug brisket every year. Rick Party, who's gonna come on our show again, Rick would literally threaten people. Do not, because Rick would have, my mother would make him, I don't eat those either, latkes, which is the potato pancakes. I don't like hash browns. I'm not a hash brown or the tater tots. They remind me of
I love potatoes.
So potato pancakes. I don't like those. So latkes are like the same because it's a potato pancake, and she would make them every year for Rick Party, and Rick would threaten people. Do not go in there. Mrs. Finkel made these for me for Hanukkah, and I don't like those either, but she would make a platter for Rick. Rick would be like, oh, please tell your mom to make me some. And then when I worked with Ramonski Love, she just made, my sister made him this past Hanukkah, and we brought him to Ramonski Love, and Ramon was like, oh my God, these are so good.
Well, I just found out what they're made out of, guys. What? Matzo balls or matzo balls are...
If I cook for you, we're dating.
Ashkenazi Jewish soup dumplings made from a mixture of matzah meal. So that's probably why you don't like cornmeal, probably.
No, but it's like
beaten eggs, water, and fat, such as oil, margarine, or chicken fat.
So
matzo balls are traditionally served in chicken soup.
Yeah, they're like dumplings, and they serve them.
So
I mean,
like
if you go to delis and stuff,
dumplings.
it's like a big dumpling. I don't dislike it totally, but they're not my favorite.
It looks thick.
Everybody likes it. Everybody that comes to our house is like, oh my God, give me some matzo balls. People love, and if you go to a Jewish deli and get matzo balls,
we could have taken that a whole nother way.
Hey, give me some matzo balls.
Oh my God, if I'm making you balls,
you get a matzo ball, right? You
get a matzo ball. I'm your girlfriend.
We need a label. If you got my matzo balls, we got a label right there, girl.
Right, if you got any of his balls, you have a label. Right. That part. The balls is the game changer.
Bowling balls.
No label, no sexy.
I feel bad for
sexy.
Those women that don't love themselves enough to have standards to say I deserve something.
Say that for the people in the back, please.
But there's some women. I have a lot of female friends that really don't want to be bothered. They want to go home, do their own thing.
That's
and they have their guy.
That's
a lie with everybody.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. You know it.
She said it in her accent. You know she means it, right?
Because we can't handle the truth.
Well, we're humans, and we really are moved by being loved and love. So how can you not want a partner to share that with?
Yeah. I agree.
You're gonna have to.
I'm not disagreeing. Some of the stuff I'm saying, I'm maybe trying to tell myself.
That go together, live together, and just go together for 100 years.
No, if we live together, you better claim me as something.
But you know what?
A housekeeper.
No, you'll be like Tony Danza.
So
right.
That's my opinion from a single woman.
But
because
it's fair.
I can't speak on married folks because I'm not married.
Okay, right. So if you were married to somebody
Help me.
and they just walk around and you're like, who is that? You walk into a place and they're like, who is that? And they look.
Well, yeah, married.
Like, fuck.
Well, married.
Yeah. And if you don't have a ring on, you're not married.
Married is totally different. Married is the ultimate label,
That's
especially
that's like
especially camera 4. Get a picture of your
Right.
Put the label. Look for the union label. Put your hand up to the thing.
So let's
put your hand up to the
let's
thing.
go here. Let's go here. If I was dating you and we have dated for to the point that we're dating and you know doing the oochie coochie stuff. And I walk in a place with you and they say, hey, who is this? Is this your wife? And you just say, no, that's Dawn. No.
Well,
bruh.
yeah, you better not
nah,
say that.
bruh.
Yeah.
But if you
I'm your broad.
Now,
Like,
unless you're
say
trying to
something.
keep it a
That's
secret,
fine.
like
That's
me.
fine. That's-
Well, if you, I
that's
mean,
great.
but if you're in the public eye and you keep it a secret, like me and Channing Tatum, we don't tell people about us.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you got to let the people
like
know.
Channing
Gotcha.
Tatum, right?
Yeah.
But now, if you put a if you put a rock on my hand. And you don't want to call me anything, you put a rock like Dawn Millhouse has on her left hand. You can call me whatever the hell you want. You don't have to call a label. You can call me whatever the hell you want. Put a ring like
Yes,
that
papi,
on.
yes.
Whatever. I'll keep my mouth shut. You can call whatever you want. Right.
Or maybe not. You might not keep your mouth shut. You have to earn and you keep. Child.
Well, that might be why I got the ring in the first place. Right.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a lady.
Well, give us a couple things, Dawn. You know.
Call me Bernie.
Nobody Bernie.
My name is Bernie. I gotta show you the pictures when I was in that movie.
That's
Right,
so
I was
rude.
for those that it's a joke.
Bet your her mouth wasn't closed that day.
No, I was in
Said
a
a
movie.
roommate.
I had to be like into S&M, but I had to ask people like, what can I use as props because I don't know about all that stuff. But yeah, I was like this sex crazed neighbor, and all the cable men. I would try and be with the cable men, and I was like this older. My name is Bernie.
Hey, dress up. I love it. Wigs and all.
Ooh.
They did my hair right. She added some stuff in my
Here's
hair.
the thing.
Like
I'm not about to dress up and be somebody else. That make me think you want to fuck with somebody else. I'm not
No,
doing
you never
that.
know who you're
No,
going to
that
get
was
when
a
you walk
movie.
in.
No, that
okay.
was a movie, not for real life.
Okay, I'm
no.
sorry. I just jumped out
no,
my body.
that's not me in real life.
No, real life.
And no, real life, if I got to dress up like somebody else, you cheating on me. Shit. I'm not doing
Right,
it.
no, this is movies.
Listen, I'm going to say
thespian.
3 things because I just got a text about next Monday's show. So if you have ideas and you want to start sending them, send it to greatideas@millhouseinc.com.
Wow.
Great ideas at MILHOUSEINC.com. I'm going to text that to you, Exco, so you can put
Send
it on
it to
the
me
thread.
too, and I'll
I
do
am.
it because I might be sending
Right
some
now.
ideas. I got
so
people that have
you can
ideas.
start sending your ideas now, and they'll have the opportunity to look over them. He did tell me to make certain that people understand that there will be non-disclosure agreements signed, so you don't have to worry about your proprietary information being shared or stolen. So they're not. I don't know that they need your idea to be bigger and better than they are, but they definitely want your ideas to help you get yourself in a situation to be able to make some money. So send your ideas, great ideas at millhouseinc.com in preparation, or business questions you may have for the president of operations or the CFO. And maybe you don't want to share your idea, but maybe you have questions that you can send in, and they can make certain that they address those questions and answers on Monday from 9 to 11. It's going to be pretty cool. He said, how many people can fit in there socially distant? I said, 4. I said, May said 4. He said, oh. So I'm looking at myself like, I wonder if he's going to kick me out. No,
or just have somebody waiting in the wing and then just switch them out.
Absolutely. Here's one of my things. Quantity in your wallet doesn't guarantee quality in your character.
I just totally went a whole left direction when you just said that.
Oh, you went back to your mouth open and a ring.
No, you just said quality.
I said quantity
in your pocket.
Wallet,
I mean your wallet
does not guarantee quality in your character. If it went over your head,
it didn't go over my head. I just was thinking of a different.
Not you personally. No,
okay.
I'm not swinging. I'm just saying. Listen.
No, I get it.
And I have to start and end all things, for the God I serve. When you keep God first, everything else falls in place. I think that would be what I should have shared with our special guest today. He
Yeah.
has a good heart, and if he keeps God first, it'll fall into place. Just remember that. You are going to hit a valley at some point, but baby, when you come out, church. Listen, thank you for spending another day in the Book of Dawn, another page. Tune is already.
Oh, it went by fast. And if people do want to go to that press conference, it's 3
3
o'clock,
o'clock.
63rd and Woodlawn.
Wear your mask.
Yeah, wear your mask 6 feet apart.
Right. Don't wear your beard. Wear your mask. I'm going to leave it alone. Thank you for spending a little time with us. Remember to use your voice to be and make an impact. Tune in tomorrow for the next page in the Book of Dawn.
Ooh, who's going to be on tomorrow? Tomorrow's Freestyle Friday.
Danny ain't ready. Danny, if you watching, you better bring it, bro. Oh, he's got a book out. We're gonna hear up Stranded on Death Row. It's available on Amazon. You can download it or purchase the hard copy. I'm a hard copy reader. So yeah, Freestyle Friday with Danny Boy, Chicago's own, right?
Oh, exactly.
Peace, and guess what else? Roll Tide.